So we have an extremely interesting match here on the B side of the bracket. Estevan Martinez stepping in on a week's notice into the middleweight tournament at about 125 pounds. He's drawn Aaron Wilson from Soul Fighters BJJ in this opening match. Martinez representing ZR team, and for obvious reasons, you can tell, known as the Giant Slayer.
Yeah, I think he is the smallest person in this tournament.
Oh, by some considerable margin, but he's never... Oh, and he's got to defend this guillotine, possible transition to a Das or an Anaconda, maybe. And very calm and composed is Wilson on top here as he works this head and arm.
Yeah, it's looking like he's sinking in that Anaconda.
Yeah, it looks like he cinched it through, and he's going to try and walk into this one, create all the pressure with his abdomen onto the back of the neck of Martinez. It can sometimes be hard to shut down the space on someone of this lesser stature. And you can see Martinez scrambles, looks for the single, but he gets sprawled heavily again, back up to his feet. Martinez coming off No-Gi Worlds win just a couple of weeks ago. 3 out of 3 subs for him there.
You know, Martinez has got a super aggressive, non-stop game, and you know he's got a really good speed that he could keep for multiple matches, and you know, and I think that's what wears down a lot of his opponents is his speed, his aggressiveness, and his speed and his intensity.
Yeah, hasn't given up 2 there, but there's a big pickup, looking to go into the Kimura off the suplex. Again, back control here, looking for a big suplex, and it's a lovely hook from Martinez, just scrambling as much as he can. No points on the board yet, and that shows you what he's capable of in defensive mode.
Yeah, you know, and
Is that going to take a little bit away from Wilson, just to have that kind of back control, 3 attempted suplexes, and ultimately come away with nothing?
Yeah, it's got to, you know, do something, you know, mentally. You know, you fight so hard to just try to get something on your opponent, but just like it just doesn't happen. And I think that's what plays to Martinez's favor is that he's very hard to hold.
Yeah, there's just less to grab onto. There's less length on the levers, less control points. When he needs to shut the space down between his knees and elbows, it's a lot smaller. He went looking for a Kataguruma there, but you know, not quite able to get underneath Wilson the way he needed. And again, he's got to defend this referee's position here.
You know, Wilson's also got a very strong wrestling background that he can keep up with Martinez's speed, but it's just, I think the size is what really is difficult to deal with.
Yeah, Wilson wrestled at Highland High School in Arizona, now a firefighter at Salt River in Northeast Phoenix. And again, scrambling is Martinez. He's on an ankle here, and it's Wilson having to defend, but he's able to just turn around and come up on top. Lovely far tricep control there, burying Martinez into the ground. Again, trying to take the back. Wasn't able to get the second hook on that first attempt. Going twister here, though.
Oh, he's going for the truck. Oh.
Not able to keep the leg entanglement.
I think he would have had, if he locked that leg down, he would have had that truck and that twister.
Can you believe we're still 0-0 on the scoreboard here?
I'm telling you, you know, he's hard to handle. They're both great wrestlers, and I think the significant size and difference in, you know, physical size difference, you know, length is what's making it very difficult for Wilson to deal with.
Yeah, Martinez is a very prolific competitor. Really does rack it through the tournaments and the matchups.
You know, I've seen Martinez, you know, compete since he was a purple belt. Then I see this little guy just jumping all over the place. You know, whether it was gi, no gi, and you know his gi could barely fit him. And man, and know this guy was going to be a killer way back when.
Yeah, Wilson is known for a very aggressive guard game, but not really needing or choosing to show it just of yet as he glances up at the scoreboards. What he saw, of course, is 0-0 and 2:40 left on the clock here before that golden score overtime kicks in.
It's got to be frustrating for Wilson. He gets so close to, you know, those points, you know, taking the back, so close to a submission, but you know it's so hard to just again hold and just sink it in completely because Martinez is so wiry.
And you can see he's almost baiting Martinez there, driving that leg and that hip forward. Martinez has shot a couple of times very successfully, but just ultimately met a very heavy sprawl. And there he's got to defend the back again, single hook. Over under control, trying to strip that second hook. Is the referee going to give it? Not yet. Well, he's going to look for possibly a truck roll again here. Glancing to Augusto Tanquinho Mendez in his corner. Of course, current reigning ADCC champion. Not a bad cornerman to have.
No, not at all.
Guiding you here.
Also a very seasoned tournament competitor, in Kasai, Third Coast Grappling, all kind of ADCC, He's got a great coach in his corner.
So again, Wilson looking to go to work on this head and arm. He's only got about a minute and a half to make it pay, trying to turn him over there with the 100% grip. I honestly am surprised we haven't seen him try and go for the Anaconda again. That looked like it was the closest attempt he had.
It was. It looked like really good, really close.
Again, he's going to go far tricep as he goes under the arm there. He's going to use that to bury that shoulder into the ground. And there is just less space to work with on someone this small.
And trying to get that, he obviously gets that one hook in, but then the second hook, it's just enough space for Martinez to just scramble right out of.
Yeah, there we go. Again, manages to frame back to his feet. Final 45 seconds on the clock here. We haven't seen golden score overtime yet this evening in any of our bouts.
This may just go to it. What do you think they'll choose?
Well, the corner of Martinez is saying either go for 2 or bide your time and go for overtime. At which point, it's going to be a referee's decision over who gets to choose the position. Very clearly, I would say that's going to be Aaron Wilson.
Yes, agreed. He's had the more, close dominant positions and close submissions. So definitely, I would give it to Wilson to pick and choose what he wants to do.
It will be very interesting, though, because he hasn't scored 2 yet. So would he start on the feet, or would he try and use that size advantage in a more static position like closed guard?
Yeah, and that's why I'm curious. I would assume that he would probably pick going in the closed guard, and try to pass.
So what's going to happen is the referees are going to render a decision over who they feel has won the match. I think, Jay, you and I both feel very clearly that's going to be Aaron Wilson.
Yes.
And he's going to get to choose one of 3 positions. He's either going to get to choose an open freestyle wrestling match, closed guard top or closed guard bottom, and then its first point to score is going to take this match. So referees are going to give their decision.
And how long in that golden?
We've got 5-minute overtime, and it's whoever scores first. So let's see. It's going to be Aaron Wilson as we thought. And what position is he going to choose? They're going to stay on the feet.
They're going to wrestle.
Interesting. Now this does go judge's decision if we see another 5 minutes with no score. But Wilson clearly feels he can get the 2 points somewhere here. Looking for low inside ankle pick. Very interesting grip.
Yeah, he had that little inverted. Oh, there we go. There it is.
That's going to score it. And that is a lovely quick 2 from Aaron Wilson. He ends the night of Estevan Martinez. A good tactical decision from the man from Soul Fighters Jiu-Jitsu. Well, Aaron Wilson books himself a match with Renato Canuto. That's quite a prize to get for overcoming someone as scrambly as Estevan Martinez. You walk straight into another.